I'm with the band. Music and interviews you're going to like.
Welcome to I'm with the Band here on the Mesh Podcast Network. I am your host, Andrew Moose. I'm with the Band invites musicians and bands of all types to discuss their current projects, their touring lives, and their lives as musicians. If this is your first time listening to I'm with the Band, of course, thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you listening and all that good stuff. We hope you mash that subscribe button and so you can get those episodes sent directly to you. This episode of I'm with the Band is produced in partnership with the No Contact Concert Series, Codex Sound, and Midwood Entertainment. If you're considering advertising on the Mesh Podcast Network, it's a low-cost option to reach a super targeted audience. And I've heard the only people who listen to Mesh Podcast are rich, beautiful people, and all they want to do is spend money with you and your company. So today we are currently podcasting remotely away from the beautiful Mesh Studios in beautiful downtown Hickory, and unfortunately currently smack dab in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic. So during this pandemic, Codex Sound and Midwood have been putting on the No Contact Concert Series, which helps bands and fans interact with one another via the internet. So my guest today on I'm with the Band is playing the No Contact Concert Series this Saturday, June 6th at 8 p.m. I'd like to welcome to I'm with the Band, Miss Carly Burruss. What's up, Carly?
Hey, Andrew. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. It's good seeing you. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you. I'm excited to be talking to somebody that is in the music world. I feel like I've been disconnected for the last 2 months.
Yeah, that feeling is real. Just some quick stats about you for the fans who might not have heard about you before. Carly Burruss has played all over the country, and fingers crossed, she's scheduled to play at venues and festivals all over the United States in the upcoming months, including the Bristol Rhythm and Roots Festival, Stagecoach Country Music Festival. She shared the stage with Keith Urban and Dwight Yoakam. And something that would honestly super jazz up everybody in our office is that you were supporting act for Sister Hazel pretty recently.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did. We've actually done a lot of dates together. And when that first happened, I'll be straight up honest with you. I did not know who Sister Hazel was.
Because well, you're young.
I just barely missed the boat.
No offense to Sister Hazel.
None. No offense to them at all. They're wonderful and I love them. But my manager came through with that and said, oh, there's some opening opportunities with this band, Sister Hazel. It's amazing. It'll be so fun. We're playing these venues. I was like, okay, cool. Yes, because I want to play. But also, how does that work with me being a country act too?
Right.
But those have been some of my most favorite shows to date. The crowds are unbelievable. Even though they're not full on country, it actually has been awesome as an opener and a challenge as a country artist to say, okay, how do we go in and grab this audience from song one and keep it interesting? And they're definitely not expecting, pedal steel and old school country when they show up to the show, but it has been so much fun. We just made a lot of cool friends, and the Sister Hazel guys are all really encouraging and fun. And yeah, it's better than I could have imagined for sure.
But I could definitely see how how your fan base and Sister Hazel's fan base could overlap. That's not out of the equation by any stretch.
Yeah. I've just learned a lot because like I said, I wasn't familiar.
So, just cruising through your website, I saw some of the other cool stuff that you're doing. It seems like you're on a boat a lot.
Man, I've been on a boat a lot.
The Rock Boat. This is How We Cruise Festival. Are you on the cruise circuit?
Listen, I'm not a cruise ship singer. However,
that's a good gig from what I understand, though.
Hey, if you get to
shout out to Zach Daniels,
live on a boat, play songs, end up at an island every time you wake up, there could be worse things. Right now, that's not where I would want to be. But yeah, I used to intern with a company, Six Man, who does music festivals on cruise ships. And that's where a lot of those connections came in. So I interned there for a while, and part of my management team is connected with Six Man. And yeah, a lot of the bands I've opened for have also played on those boats. That's how I got the Rock Boat was Sister Hazel, because that is their cruise. and this was the 20th year of it.
Crazy.
So yeah, we hopped on that, and it's fun.
I mean, is it 24/7 music? How does that work? I've looked at going on the Jam Cruise a couple of times, and a lot of the acts that I really like play that thing. And is it? I mean, is it really 24/7 music? How does that work? What does it look like?
Well, it's not technically not 24/7, but every time that all the time that you're awake on the boat, there's music happening. So basically, It starts at noon and then goes until like 2 or 3 a.m.
Right. Is everybody on those boats prepared for the rock boat, or is it like nobody's just going to show up and all of a sudden it's like, oh, by the way, you're on the rock boat cruise?
No,
like,
these people know.
Okay.
They know what's happening. And a lot of these people, honestly, they've been on, especially the rock boat, because it's the oldest one in the 6-man family. There are a lot of people who've been on it 15, 16 years.
That's great.
In a row.
It's like a family almost.
It absolutely is.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of the little festivals that I go to and help out with, that's how it is. You know, a couple thousand people, and it seems like everybody knows each other because everybody goes year after year. It's a great family fun environment, you know.
It is, and it's good for us as artists because you want to go back and see familiar faces, but also connecting with them. And then next year they bring a crew of their friends. And then that turns into like house show opportunities or touring opportunities just because you actually like know people's names, which is important to me, and establish like a real friendship, not just like a, hey, how you doing? But you know these people and what's going on in their lives. It's cool.
Right. For sure. I mean, you're forced to. You're on a boat with them for 4 or 5 days.
Yes.
You're going to get to know them.
You see it all.
This podcast is sponsored by Jackson Creative, a custom communication agency located in downtown Hickory, North Carolina, specializing in online content creation. To learn more, visit thejacksoncreative.com. Jackson Creative, we tell your story.
The first song I'd like to kind of pick your brain about is the title track called Southern Pace.
Mm-hmm.
When I heard it, I was so pleasantly surprised.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing I when I heard it, I was like, gosh almighty, that sounds like an Isbell track because it's kind of spacey, it's kind of country, it's kind of Americana, and it's all in one song, and it's wild and great. And I'm just like that. You should be really proud of that one. That one's fantastic.
Yeah, I love that song. That's one of my most favorite ones I think that we've ever put out, because that one is released right now as a single, but it will be like title track of the record coming out later. But I just grew up in a small town, moved to the city in Atlanta, and missed it. I miss like mowing the grass and like people honking when you drive by that you know, and there just isn't a lot of that in the city, and people aren't as friendly. But I think coming away from it, I realized how much I needed it and how much I loved it. And so, I partnered up with one of my friends in Nashville. His name's D. Briggs. And he just came up with that. There's a little guitar lick that's kind of like that carries through the whole song. And he started with that, and we wrote it pretty fast because it just kind of flew out.
Well, we're going to break away and listen to Carly Burruss's title track off her album, Southern Pace.
Driving, the world is dying to pass me by, moving faster and growing tall and spreading wide, losing my grip on the landmarks of my life. And hey, I get it, and that's how life is gonna go, but I don't want to, and take it with me when I go home. Save some room for dusty crowd road. 'Cause when I get where it unwinds, and time slows down, so does my mind. Supper's ready, we say grace, have conversations face to face. A sacred space, a southern pace. And take a walk down the road that grew me up to the house that sheltered who I was. Hand painted sign on the front door says here lives love. Mom and Daddy, they're getting older every day. Every time I gotta leave, I wanna stay. But I'm on the road again and headed the wrong way. When I get where it unwinds and time slows down, so does my mind. Supper's ready, we say grace, have conversations face to face. A sacred space, a southern pace. It's when I get where it unwinds and time slows down, so does my mind. Supper's ready, we say grace, and conversations face to face. A sacred space, a southern pace. A southern pace.
Carly, what is your all-time favorite venue or festival that you've played?
All-time favorite venue. Ooh,
Or
let me
festival?
think about it. Or festival. I would say 38 Festival. 38 Songwriters
Oh,
Festival.
Walton Beach, Florida.
Yes.
Yes.
I think this past year was 3 years playing it, and talking about like fans who become family, that is like one of the top experiences for me, just because I get to play for people who are listening, which is like few and far between sometimes, but people who literally spend their money and take time away to just come and listen to songwriters and the stories. And that's the basis of everything that I do. Without that, there just wouldn't be a lot left, a lot of substance. But that's a place where I love the beach so much. So not only do I get to be there playing with people that I keep building relationships with, but I get to see people who I like idolize in the music world, or writers
Right.
that I am so inspired by, or people that made me want to write or made me want to start out when I was younger. And so to have all of that in one and be able to mix and mingle with artists and these like fans and friends that I've made is the best. And they're just kind people, and everybody's excited to be there.
Not to mention that the scene there, like full disclosure, my wife and I, we vacation down there all the
Yes,
time, and
me too.
it's the best. That venue right there, like honestly, across the street from the ocean, beautiful scenery. The water's beautiful. Food trucks everywhere. You know, just
Yes.
it's one of the coolest spots you could possibly go see music and have a vacation at the same time. Like y'all go check out the 30A Festival in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. It's on the Florida Panhandle, like right by Destin. It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. It's as good as it gets.
It really is. Like there's no doubt about it. So online performances like the one you guys are playing this weekend, the No Contact concert series, they're starting to become because of the time that we're living through right now, starting to become, the norm. So,
Yeah.
Have you been doing any online performances, or what have you found that's been working for you to interact with your people?
I have harnessed Instagram Live pretty heavily at the very beginning. As soon as everything got shut down and shows that I had were canceled, everyone had hit pause. That was kind of like the prime time moment to hop on Instagram Live, Facebook Live, because people were on social media all the time. Because suddenly you can't see your friends, and I couldn't be with all my friends. So I was going on, Instagram to see what people are doing. So that was the perfect moment to jump into that and just do live shows. And I love the fact that I can still interact with people. That's a huge part of my live shows, or like me and the audience are, having a conversation throughout. And so to be able to do that, not just to post a video, but to do it live and be able to read the comments and play requests and see like how people are doing and just have conversations together. That was so fun. So that's been my favorite. I'm kind of burned out on it a little bit now, just because we've done so many.
It's been it's been a while now. It's been, when's the last time you played a show?
I played a real show.
Yeah. Well, today is June 2nd, 2020 in real time. So
probably like end of March.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And
mine was like March 6th or something like that. Yes. Like it's been forever. It's forever.
That's a long
musicians,
time.
We feed off that. We feed off the energy from the crowd and the audience, and we take that back and we write with it and everything else. So it's, So I asked a lot of the audience or the artists that come on, is it starting, I know you said that you're, a little tired of it, but like it's basically all we've got right now,
Yes.
and it's, I think that the artists that have been doing this throughout the last couple of months and that have been completely engaged with their audience, they're going to come out better. They're going to find more festivals that are coming to them and everything else because they are engaged. So speaking about engaged, we would love for you to go and head over to the mesh.tv and check out all the other shows on our network. We'd also love for you to be a subscriber and mash that subscribe button. So all these Mesh podcasts can be beamed directly to your favorite device without having to download them. So whenever a show's dropped, you get it right away. It's really that easy. So, Carly, the second song that off your new album, Southern Pace, is called Wheel of Fortune. And obviously, this is not about America's favorite game show, right?
No, it's not.
Okay,
it's not. But it's there's a little nod to it if you stick around till the end.
I didn't think Vanna and Pat didn't make guest spots on this one.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But that Wheel of Fortune, I feel like, is a song I've been waiting to write forever. I love, just like, I don't know, rip-roaring country songs and ones that have like. They just keep rolling and building. And the short story behind this song is I was working at a card shop, like stationery. We sold pins and cards and all this stuff.
Sounds great.
Oh, enthralling, I promise you. And so I would work alone in that store. We would only have one employee at a time. And so I would press the little button on the box that prints receipts, print out like blank ones, rip it off, and write lyrics on them while I'm standing there at work. And
best use of your time. I love it.
Yes. And so one day the idea just came to me. So that Wheel of Fortune, and I was like, okay, what do we do with this? I've been listening to a lot of Nikki Lane, and she's one of my favorite artists too. And I'm like, what's a Nikki Lane feel to this? How do we make this quirky and fun, but also like you don't know what it is. You see it, you think Wheel of Fortune. Oh, okay. But there's a story, and it ended up being awesome. And I wrote it on one of those boats. Speaking of the cruises, with two of my writer friends from the bands Animal Years and Red Wanting Blue. And we finished it in a day. We went and played the Wheel of Fortune like slot machine when we got stuck trying to write lyrics and lost every dollar that we put in. And then we went back and we finished the song. And here it is. It's done.
Awesome. Well, Carly, thank you so much for coming on Eye with the Band today. We've enjoyed having you on. And without further ado, Wheel of Fortune off of Carly Burruss's upcoming album, Southern Pace.
I'd like to solve this puzzle.